No.
What are you eating? Is that a junk food?
Um, I don't eat.
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't.
have dinner.
Me too. I didn't eat dinner. So fortunately, there was our supervisor has a birthday today. That's why I have cake here. If you can see.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's very sweet. So I'll just eat again after our class. Okay, anyways, we're done with our review last time. Oh, that was yesterday. We're done with our review yesterday. It was unit 30. So today we will proceed to unit 31. And unit 31, this is very easy because we have learned about this before. Okay, can you see my screen?
Facebook.
Can you see my screen?
I see Facebook.
Oh no! Facebook, I'm sorry. Here, let me try again. Okay, do you see the VIP English now?
No, I see you.
Okay. Okay, this time.
Yes.
Okay, so here. The title of our unit is It Changed My Life. For the first part, what we will learn is how to use past simple with regular verbs. Of course, you know what is past simple and regular verb. So here, we'll just have to practice your prior knowledge. Now here, for regular verbs, we will read the story again and complete the chart. What letters do you add to the verb to make a positive past form? How do you make negative? Okay, so this is not really a story, this is a sentence. So this is on this box here. Here are the sentence on present tense. So look at the verb here. The verbs are book, arrive, don't, and rephrase it to past. Okay, for first sentence.
Book it.
So I booked. Okay. You said book it. Here. This one here. Okay. Sound here is. So this becomes uh, this one, booked. But you're correct. That's booked. Book with ed. But the pronunciation is booked. Okay, next. I arrived in Stockholm.
I arrived in Stockholm.
So this has D sound. Arrived. Just like arrived. 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 Okay. Next, I don't like the weather.
I wasn't like the weather.
Okay, you said wasn't. Can you review your sentence?
I didn't lie.
Okay, very good, didn't. Like the weather. Okay, very good. This one here, arrived.
I
Okay,
arrived. I arrived.
yes. Okay, so this is arrived and booked. Just the ending sound. You just have to change the ending sound. So this is arrive. But when you add ed, this is not arrive it. You just have to add d sound. So arrive, arrived. And
Arrived.
for book, yes, arrived. One syllable. Arrive, arrived. Here, book. This is book. This one is booked. So book, K sound, K, book. If we add ed, the sound will become t. The ending sound will become t. So booked, book, booked. So it's not booked. You don't have to read this as ed. Later on, we will practice how to pronounce the ending sounds for regular verbs. Okay, but for now, let's continue with our lesson. So here. Okay, anyway, this will this is just a review for you because on our past lessons we have discussed past simple multiple times. So this will just become a review of what we have previously learned. Now we will listen to an audio. After listening to an audio, you just have to repeat the words and then we will continue to the next slide. Now let's start.
Page 110. Read. Mystery in the gym.
There's a poster on the wall at school. Surprise guest today at 2 o'clock in the gym. Lisa.
I think that was a different audio. So here, let me try again. Okay, here. So this is wrong. Here's your audio.
4.20.
I arrived at the airport. I didn't.
4.20.
I arrived at the airport. I didn't arrive at the airport.
You finished the book. You didn't finish the book.
He wanted a coffee. He didn't want a coffee.
She liked the film. She didn't like the film.
It rained yesterday. It didn't rain yesterday.
We studied Spanish at school. We didn't study Spanish at school.
You worked late. You didn't work late.
They stopped at a cafe. They didn't stop at a cafe.
Did you watch TV yesterday?
Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
Did she walk to work?
Yes, she did. No, she didn't.
Did they play tennis?
Yes, they did. No, they didn't.
Okay. So now let's practice your pronunciations for regular verbs. So what you will do is you just have to read the sentences. And you can start now.
I arrived at the airport. Airport.
Air-
didn't.
Okay, airport.
Airport.
Okay, very good.
I didn't arrive at the airport. You finished the book. You didn't finish the book. He wanted a coffee. He didn't want a coffee. She liked the film. She didn't like the film. It rained yesterday. It didn't rain yesterday. We studied Spanish at school. We didn't study Spanish at school. You work late. You didn't work late. They stopped at the cafe. They didn't stop at the cafe. Did you watch TV yesterday? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Did she walk to work? Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Did they play tennis? Yes, they did. No, they didn't.
Okay, so here. Let's practice your ending sound. Okay, so here. This is, how do you pronounce this word?
Finished.
Finished. Okay. How about the present tense?
Finished.
Okay. So there's no difference with your pronunciation. Okay. Now for finished. So it ended at H. So for words that, for verbs that end with H, so like this one, finish. So the this word here, it ends with letter H. We have here the letter H. So your ending here should be D. Okay, let me check if so it becomes finished. Oh, it's not D. It ends with it's T words actually, not D. I'm very sorry for that. So just like with words that ends with K, so the past tense should be with T sound at the ending. So for finished, so here is the past tense, finished. T. For like, so we have KE. The ending sound here should also be T. So it becomes like, liked. Just like that, liked. And finished, liked. Now for wanted. This is ed. Wanted. Rained. Studied. How about work? We have work here. What is the past tense of work? We add ed here. How do you read this one now?
Worked.
Now the ending sound there is t. So it becomes t. Worked.
Worked.
Yes. Okay, that's correct. Worked. Okay, here. How about this one?
Stop. Stopped.
Okay, very good. T sound also. Stopped. Good job. And here for your, just to refresh your memory, we learned before that for negative sentences with auxiliary, so these are the auxiliary, did, didn't, our verb should be infinite or the original form of verbs. So with no s and no ed added to them. So arrive arrive will remain arrive. Finished, want, like. If you notice, these are all on infinite form. While for positive sentences, these are all in past tense with ed. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Okay, so these are the rules how to use the verbs for past tense. Would you like me to discuss this again, or are you ready to go to the next slide?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any questions here?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, very good. Because we learned this before. If you can remember, these rules here was discussed before. Okay, so let's just move forward and do this activity. So what you will do on this slide is you have to write the sentences in the past simple. Okay, so just read the sentence and give me the equal sentence on past tense. And then I will just take note your verbs. Okay, like this one. He watches a lot of TV. So I will just take note your verb. The verb here is watches. So I'll just write down here watched. Okay, number one. Can you read this sentence?
They worked in a bank.
Okay, very good. And correct pronunciation. Good job.
He finished work late.
Can you please pronounce this word again?
Finished.
Okay, that's finished with T sound. Finished.
Finished.
Okay, very good. Okay, anyway, before we continue, let's just do a very quick activity. Here I will change my screen. Can you see my new screen?
No.
This is to help you with your pronunciation. Because a lot of people, including me sometimes, I mispronounce these words here. I mispronounce some of these words. Because when I see that the word ends with D, sometimes I just pronounce it with D ending sound. But apparently, some words on past tense should be pronounced differently. These words here, these are words with ending sound T. Well, this one is ed, accepted. Well, this one, it's id, so agreed. It's like hard ed. So this is ed, well, this one is id. So t, ed, id. For example, asked, accepted, agreed. Okay. Now,
Yes.
can you read this one?
Changed.
Yes, changed. How about this one?
Acted.
Okay, very good.
Deleted.
Okay, good job. Okay, this one here.
Developed.
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 Okay, very good. For here, you got the ending sound, but just the intonation. Next.
Admitted.
The intonation here is at the first syllable, so admitted.
Admitted.
Okay, good job.
Conned.
Cold.
Conned.
Okay, very good.
Finished. Decided. Carried.
Okay, very good.
Helped. Expected.
Okay, that's correct.
Explained. Explained.
Explained.
Explained.
Okay,
Introduced.
okay. And introduced.
Introduced. Included. Followed.
Okay,
Light. Indicated.
okay, that's correct.
Happen. Promised.
Okay,
Lasted. Lund. Rich. Needed. Lied.
lived.
Lived.
Yes, very good.
Stop.
Stopped.
Stopped.
Okay, just emphasize your T sound. How about this one?
Reported. Listened.
Okay, very good. Here.
Talked. started. Played.
Okay, correct.
Walked. Succeeded. Remembered.
Okay, good job. You're getting very good to this. This one.
Watched. Tasted. Swimmed. What?
Okay, watched. Watched.
Watched.
Okay, correct.
Waited. Sound.
Showed.
Showed.
Okay, good.
Walked. Wanted. Traveled.
Okay, very good. Okay, so here are some of the rules how to use the sounds. Anyway, now that you're familiar how to pronounce the ending sounds for verbs, for regular verbs, when it is transformed to past tense, let's continue with our lesson. Okay, so I'll just go back to our original screen. Can you see my screen now?
I see you.
Oh! Here. How about this?
Yes.
Okay, so again, this is
Walked.
this one.
Finished.
Okay, very good. Okay, so for number 3, we live in Brazil. What's the past simple form of this sentence?
We lived in Brazil.
Okay, very good. Okay, now I can hear the ending sound correct. Good job. How about this one? I carry a big bag.
I carried a big bag. Oh, big bag.
Yes. Okay, you're a fast learner. Very good. 5. She walks to work.
She walked to work.
Okay, correct. 6. The train stops in Barcelona.
The train stopped in Barcelona.
We play tennis.
We played tennis.
Okay, very good. Number 8. You talk a lot.
You talked a lot.
9. I relax at the weekend.
I relaxed. I relaxed at the weekend.
Again. T sound. Yes. I
Relax. Said
relax. Here. Relaxed. Okay, so it's relaxed. So that is how it should be pronounced. Relaxed. Now, let's just go to the next item. He waits for bus.
he waited for the bus.
Okay, very good. 11. They travel by train.
They traveled by train.
Okay, very good. And also correct pronunciation again. 12. She needs a new coat.
She needed a new coat.
Okay, good job. I am really impressed with your performance for tonight because when we were starting, your infinite verb or your verbs which are in present tense and your verbs on past simples, they sound the same. But after a while, like what you did today, starting from lived down to needed, your pronunciation is all correct. So congratulations. Anyway, here, let's continue. Yes, another activity. Here, what you will do here is you have to complete the dialogues with a verb in the brackets. So you have to identify if the verbs are in past, the correct form of verbs in past simple. Remember, for negative and questions, the verbs will stay the same. It will be infinite verb. But of course, you have to put did or didn't. Okay, now let's start. Here, can you read this sentence with your answer?
Where did you park the car?
Okay, did and parked. Very good.
Park.
Sorry, park. Okay, sorry. And
I parked it near the restaurant.
okay, parked. Okay, very good. And I can clearly hear your last sound. Good job, parked. Here, I'm so sorry for the spelling. Okay, number 2.
Did you finish your homework?
Correct.
No, I finished all of it. It was very late.
Okay. Can you say this word again?
Finished.
Okay, good. Number 3.
What did you study at university?
Okay. I
studied economics.
Okay, very good. But this is economics.
Economics.
Okay, that's correct. Here, number 4.
Did you like the concert?
Okay, correct. And the answer is
No, I liked it very much. The singers were terrible.
Okay, this is your answer. No, I liked it very much. The singers were terrible. Let's analyze your answer. Here, look at this sentence. If you notice, there is no here, which means this sentence is a negative sentence. If
I didn't lie.
okay, very good. Didn't and like, no ed. Okay, good job.
Oh, number 2.
Oh yes, number 2.
Finish.
Okay, good job. You noticed it. Well, I didn't.
Didn't.
Yes, didn't. Didn't finish. Here. Okay, there. Okay, good. Now let's go to number 5.
Did you watch TV last night? Yes, we
Yes, we.
watched. Yes, we watched a very good program.
Okay, very good job. But for program, the intonation as is at the first syllable. So it is program.
Program.
Okay, very good. Now continue to number 6.
Did you close the door when you went out?
Okay, good. Went.
Of
And
course. Of course. I lost it. Lost it.
yes, closed. Okay. 7.
Did you cry at the end of the film? Yes, I cried a lot.
Okay, correct. Cried. Number 8.
When did you arrive in Tokyo? I we arrived very late, around 1 a.m.
Okay, good job. Very good. Okay, here. So we're still not finished with these activities. This time, you have to write negative sentences. Use the words into bracket. So there are positive sentences given here. So you will just have to rephrase these words into negative sentences. Okay, number 1, the answer is given. So let's continue to number 2. What is your answer here?
Clara didn't arrive last night.
Didn't arrive. Last. Okay, number 3.
They didn't open the window.
Okay, so let's here. Robert. Okay, so they didn't open the window. Okay, very good. Let's go to number 4. John looked at his phone.
John didn't look at his watch.
5. We traveled by bus.
We didn't travel by taxi.
The film started at 20 minutes to 8.
The film didn't start at 50 minutes to 7.
Or is it quarter to 8?
Từ từ. Seven, Oh, I forget.
It's okay. Let's just put here. Just put 7:50. Okay. Number 7. Max cooked fish for dinner.
Max didn't cook. Meat for dinner.
Meat for dinner. Okay. And Selena booked a ticket to Madrid.
Selen didn't book a ticket to Barcelona.
Okay, very good. Here. Okay, good job. You got all the correct answer, but here we have 7:50. Anyway, 7:50, it's like 20 minutes to 8.
20 minutes.
30. I mean 10 minutes to 8.
10 minutes to 8.
Yes, to 8. Okay, so good job. Now let's practice your grammar. What you will do on this slide is you have to order the words to make questions. So we have words here. You have to arrange this word to make a correct sentence, making a question. Like this one, study where you French did. So if we arrange this one, it will become, where did you study French? Number 2, pick up the words and then arrange it.
Did you walk to school yesterday?
Did you walk to school yesterday? Number 3,
When did you arrive in Spain?
when did you, sorry, when did you arrive in Spain yesterday? Okay, number 4,
Where did you work last year?
work last year. Number 5,
Did Joe close the door?
okay, close the door. Number 6,
What did you study yesterday?
what did you study yesterday? Number 7,
Did they talk to the teacher?
okay, this is correct. To the teacher. 8,
What time did start your last?
okay, here, evaluate your answer.
What time did your class start?
Okay, last start.
What time did your class start?
And Last start class. Your start should be at the last part. So what time did your last class start?
No class.
Here. We have class. 1, 2.
One works last.
What time did your sorry. What time did your class start? So start should be at the last part of your sentence. So what time did your class start? So your class start. Because if we make this into positive question, positive sentence, it will become I start. I start my class. Now let's go to number 9. What's your answer here?
Did Did you have you have Eva her with her homework?
With her homework. Good. Okay, finally, for the last item.
When did you study? When did you decide to study economics?
Economics. Okay, so finally, we're done with this activity. So now we can go to the next slide. So here. Complete the questions with the verbs. So for number 1, if you look at the picture, you can describe that the person here is traveling. So travel by train. This is what the picture is showing. This is the story it is telling. Now for number 2, so we're done with travel. Number 2. What's your answer here? So look at the verbs. Is it arrive on the phone, start on the phone,
Talk
book?
on the phone.
Okay, correct. Talk on the phone. Number 3.
1 to go to the USA.
Okay, want. Number 4.
Arrive at the airport.
Correct. Number 5.
Book tickets.
Number 6.
Live football.
Play.
Okay.
Okay, you just for a moment you just forgot the correct pronunciation here. It's play, not apply. Number 7.
No play. Decide somebody.
You decide. Okay, so let's just go back here later. Decide somebody. Number 8.
When does the film start?
Start. Okay, so very good. Travel with plane, talk on the phone, want to go to USA, arrive at the airport, book tickets, decide somebody, play football, and when does the film start? Here we have another activity here. This time what you will do is you have to complete the sentences with the past simple form of the verbs in the bracket. Like for number 1, walk. So we walked in the park on Sunday. Number 2, what's your answer here?
They arrived in
Okay, very
Hawaii yesterday morning.
Okay, very good. But this country is Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Number 3,
Lisa started work early today.
okay, very good. Number 4,
Car stopped at the red light.
okay. Number 5,
Kara cried a lot during the film.
okay, that's correct, right? And number 6,
Annie liked the fish.
okay, very good. But for the name here, this name is pronounced as Anne. Okay, very good. That's correct. Okay. For this slide, we will test your comprehension and listening skill. We have an audio here. Now you will have to listen to the audio. Listen very carefully. After listening, we will read the questions here and you have to identify if the sentences are true or false. Now let's listen to the audio.
11A. Listening.
Debbie, where were you last month?
Actually, I was in Mexico.
Mexico? Were you on holiday?
Well, I was on holiday for 3 weeks, and then I worked in a small village for a month.
Who did you go with?
I travelled with my husband. My daughter wanted to come, but she was at university at the time.
How did you travel there?
First, we visited my parents in New York, and then we travelled to Mexico City by plane. After that, we travelled around the country by bus.
Where was the farm?
It was on the Pacific coast of Mexico, in a state called Guerrero.
Where did you stay?
We stayed in a house in the village. It had 3 bedrooms, and it was perfect for us.
And you worked on the farm?
Yes, and we also worked at the local school. I helped the children with their English, and my husband helped with maths.
Did you like Mexico?
Yes, I did. The people were very friendly, and the food was delicious.
Did you earn a lot of money while you were there?
No, we didn't work for money. This was voluntary work.
What a fantastic experience, Debbie.
Yes, it was. It was great.
Would you like to listen again?
Yes.
11A. Listening.
Debbie, where were you last month?
Actually, I was in Mexico.
Mexico? Were you on holiday?
Well, I was on holiday for 3 weeks, and then I worked in a small village for a month.
Who did you go with?
I travelled with my husband. My daughter wanted to come, but she was at university at the time.
How did you travel there?
First, we visited my parents in New York, and then we travelled to Mexico City by plane. After that, we travelled around the country by bus.
Where was the farm?
It was on the Pacific coast of Mexico, in a state called Guerrero.
Where did you stay?
We stayed in a house in the village. It had 3 bedrooms, and it was perfect for us.
And you worked on the farm?
Yes, and we also worked at the local school. I helped the children with their English, and my husband helped with maths.
Did you like Mexico?
Yes, I did. The people were very friendly, and the food was delicious.
Did you earn a lot of money while you were there?
No, we didn't work for money. This was voluntary work.
What a fantastic experience, Debbie.
Yes, it was. It was great.
Are you ready to give your answer?
Yes, I'm not sure.
Okay, let's see. Number 2, she worked in Mexico for months.
Fun.
Okay, very good. Can you remember how long did she work in Mexico?
3 weeks.
Yes, correct. 3 weeks. Very good. Number 3, she traveled with her husband and daughter. False. Okay. Here, number 4, they traveled around Mexico by plane. Is it true or false?
Fun.
False, because on some occasions they were traveling by bus. Number 5, they stayed in a hotel in Guerrero.
Fun.
Okay. Where did they stay?
Homestay.
Yes, on a home. Very good. They worked on the farm and in a school.
2.
Correct. Debbie helped the children with math.
2.
You said true. Are you sure with this one? Because Debbie actually, okay, if Debbie is helping children with math, what subject did his husband help with?
I don't know.
So Debbie was helping the children, or Debbie helped the children with English, while his husband helped the children with math. So this should be false. Yes. So Debbie for English, Debbie's husband for math. Number 8, they didn't work for money.
2.
True. Okay, that's correct. Good job. Okay, so we're done. Now for this part here, these are phrases that you have to learn. What you will do here is, of course, you will just have to read these phrases. Okay, now let's start.
Computer skills. Science.
Okay, very good. Science.
Design. Sweden.
Okay, very good.
Weather. It is excited.
Yes, excited.
Comfortable.
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 Okay, that's correct.
Library. Roger.
Project.
Visit. Miss. Snow. Uh, I'm back in Spain.
Okay, very good. Correct. For free talk, because we have run out of time, this free talk here will become your homework because it's
Yes.
almost, oh, actually, it's not almost, it's past 9 in the evening. So for a free talk, you have to do this as your homework. So you have to talk freely to me about your last vacation. When was the last time you had vacation?
September.
Oh, September. That was very long time ago. So do you have holiday for December?
One day.
Oh, just one day? So you can't go anywhere far because it's just one day. Maybe you'll just stay in your home by that time and just lay in your bed. Okay, anyway, this is your homework. Homework here. Okay. Now let's do your pronunciation. Okay, so for your pronunciation, we have economics program. And just practice your ending sounds. Just practice your ending sounds for past tense verb. Like look, looked. Although we're done practicing with your ending sounds, and I am very happy because you're a fast learner. After we practice your T, ed, and id sound, you were able to get the sounds correctly. So when we did again our our activities, you weren't what's the word? You weren't confused how to pronounce the words which are I mean the verbs which are in past tense. So very good. Okay, so for your grammar and for your vocabulary, and because we didn't do free talk, maybe we will just add your grammar and vocabulary for your next class because we will have reading activities by then. So for now, my correction for you is just for your pronunciation. Okay, so anyway, we're done with our class. Thank you so much. And I know you're a little tired because we did so much for tonight. So you can rest now. But before we end our class, I would like to ask for Saturday. What time will we start? 8 p.m. How many hours?
2 hours.
On Sunday, would you like to do a class?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so let's just talk about that on Saturday. Because anyway, on Saturday we will do 2 hours. So that won't be a problem. So thank you so much, Miss Na.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, and you can rest now, and I can also eat. You have to eat also. Goodbye. Good night. Sweet dreams.